Hi, I'm Karen Rydell. Welcome. Welcome to your first boot camp session, getting your Mary Kay business kicked off. I'm so excited. I've got some handouts that are listed right below this video, and you may want to print those out before we get started so that you have those for reference. We're going to have a great time going through some of the basics of your Mary Kay business. And at the end, there's a Mary Kay homework sheet, and that's a really great to-do list of everything that I'll share with you in this very first session. And that's going to get you started with what you need to do based on what you learned today. So first off, you're a new consultant. Welcome to our Dream Giver family, a top pink Cadillac unit across the country. I'm thrilled to be working with you. And I want to give you some really great advice. My job is your coach. I'm your coach, and I am going to equip you with the next steps. I'm going to run with you. I'm going to share with you how to build a strong customer base and a strong team. And that's when your business is the most profitable and the most fun. And so I am here to stretch your thinking. And so I'm going to ask you for some feedback, for some goals that you want, for what you'd like to finance first. I'm going to ask you for a lot of those things so that I know how to coach you better. And then I might stretch you a little bit. They're still your goals. But I am here to help you think bigger thoughts and to help you think, okay, how quickly could I do that? And what would be my next step? So I'm here to stretch you because I want to help you create a business, not just for the next couple of months, not just to get rich quick. I want to help you create a business that will be a business for years and years and years, that will finance dream after dream after dream, and that will create strong business for you and your family to benefit from. And so I just cannot wait to really be coaching you and sharing with you how to really build your business from the very beginning, all the way to whatever big goals and dreams you set for yourself. Now, best piece of advice would be this: put on your blinders. Put on your blinders and don't even think, is Mary Kay working for me or not, until a full year. It's so heartbreaking to me when I see consultants that after a month or two just say it's not working. You guys, you have to give it time. You have to learn. You have to practice. Think about it this way. When you have a full-time job that you work 40 hours a week, if you start new, you're going to quickly jump in to 5 8-hour days at least, which means you're going to learn it quickly. In Mary Kay, if it's a part-time business or you're just getting the ball going, it's not going to be like that. You're going to do just a little bit each day. And so it takes a little bit longer for you to build confidence and to build skills. And so I'm going to ask you just to go ahead and pinky swear with me that you won't make a decision if Mary Kay is for you or not until a year. I want to teach you. I want you to practice. I want you to get good at the Mary Kay skills. And I want you to give yourself time to build a base. Because when I started my business, when I was 24 years ago old, never would I have believed all of the things that Mary Kay has brought me. And I think one of the best things I did was actually there's a couple. One, I invested in product right away. I was very intimidated by that decision. I was very nervous about that decision, but I recognized that it was a business and that I needed products if I was going to be selling products and showing products at appointments. That held my feet to the fire. That helped me figure out this business because I had to pay back that first investment. And so it really got me moving quickly. The second thing I did is I attended all of my meetings. I went to trainings every single week. It was so important to me. And we'll talk more about that in just a minute. And then the third thing I did is I got really good at practicing, and I practiced consistently. Really and truly, every week I did about 2 parties a week. That's how I got good. That's how I learned my business. So can we just agree? 1 year, blinders on. You're going to learn your business, and I cannot wait to see all of the dreams that you finance with your Mary Kay business. So let's get back to talking a little bit about the meetings. People often ask me, do I have to go to my sales meetings? No, you don't have to. But I'm going to tell you what, I see a huge difference between consultants who attend meetings regularly and those who don't. At your weekly success meeting, you get training, you get ideas, you get to see sister consultants doing amazing things. You get motivated, you get lifted up. I mean, it is just amazing what happens at that weekly success meeting. Well, if you're local to me in Richmond, Virginia, it's our To the Top Tuesday meeting, and you'll be able to get all of the information off my welcome email for what you can do and where it is and how you can be there with us locally. If you're not local, I will find you an adopted sales director so that you can participate in her her local training. I'll still be your sales director, but I'll have a place for you to go for local trainings in your hometown area. You know, Mary Kay Ash used to always say, if you've had a good week, the meeting needs you. And if you've had a bad week, you need the meeting. And honestly, the easiest time to not go to a meeting is if you're bummed out, if you've had 3 cancellations, if somebody's returned a miracle set, you know, that's the easiest time to go, I'm not going. But that is just the time you need to go. And I can't even begin to tell you how many consultants have come to a meeting and said, I almost didn't come. I have had a rotten week, but I'm so glad I came. My commitment to you about my weekly success meeting is that if you come, you will leave equipped for the next week. You will leave knowing what to do to build your business in the next week. I take my meetings very seriously, and I have a great agenda planned every single week. And it is not like a regular meeting at your work, probably. It is fun. It is high energy. It is an absolutely amazing place to go get plugged in. That's what Mary Kay Ash also said about the weekly success meeting, is that it's your power source. It's where you get plugged in for the week. So one of the things I did in the very beginning was I got my family on board with why my weekly success meeting was important, that it wasn't just girls' night. It wasn't just rah-rah. It was where my Mary Kay College. It was where I was going to learn how to build a Mary Kay business. And so my family has always known that my weekly success meeting is a priority, because I knew if I needed to earn money to help us pay bills and do different things that I wanted to do for our family, I had to know how to build my business. So I hope I will see you at every meeting. And if you're not local, I hope you'll be calling me after you go to those local meetings, because they're amazing. Now, let's talk just a little bit about what I mentioned a little while ago. Maybe you've had a tough week. Maybe things haven't been going just the way you thought. Well, one of the handouts that's listed below this video is the feelings wheel. Now, this will probably be backwards to you, but it looks a little something like this. This is your feelings wheel. And it's kind of funny, but it is so true. So you'll notice on the feelings wheel that you can start in stage 1. And stage 1 is where you're like, yes, I'm so excited. I'm going to earn a car. I'm going to be a sales director. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm so excited about my Mary Kay business. And then stage 2, that's where your best friend goes, I'm not going to hold a party for you. No, I don't want to do that. And all of a sudden you get a little discouraged. And then stage 3 is when you think, I thought they said this was going to be easy. What's happening? I can't believe this. And stage 4 is maybe where you withdraw. You know, you just get, you're kind of procrastinating on anything. You're not returning my calls. Stage 5, you kind of get mad at me. You know, you're fearful. You're like, I can't do this. Maybe this was the wrong thing for me. And then stage 6 is where you get a little mad with me. Like, she didn't teach me. She didn't tell me this. And then stage 7 is where you actually get mad at yourself and you go, well, she did tell me that. I just didn't do it. And then stage 8, well, that's the recommit phase. And that's where you go, I can do this. I know I can do this. And you get back on track. Now, I always laugh and say, it can take you 2 weeks to go through that cycle, or it can take you 10 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? And so the feelings wheel is just so important for you to understand. One of the reasons that women are not successful in Mary Kay is because of bad emotional management. And so I just want you to know there's going to be great mountaintop experiences, and there's going to be some tough stuff. There's going to be cancellations. There's going to be people saying no to you, but it's part of the process. And then you actually get stronger with the no's. I heard a sermon one time where Stephen Furtick said, the strength comes with the struggle. And so you'll get stronger because of the no's. But my best advice is when you get in that fear zone or the doubt zone or the anger zone, pick up the phone and call me. You always want to take advice from somebody you would trade paychecks with or titles. And I'm your leader. I want you to reach up. I don't want you to reach to that new consultant or even your recruiter. I want you to reach up to me, because trust me, I've gotten way more no's and way more cancellations than you have. And I know how to help you through them. I know how to get you back on track. So emotional management is absolutely vital to running a strong Mary Kay business. So just right off the top, I want you to know there's going to be really great wins and great celebrations, but there are going to be some dips as well. And I'm here to help you get through that. So when you get into one of those stages, pick up the phone, call me, text me, Vox me. That's how I can help you. So let's talk a little bit about communication, Voxing. I love Voxing. I love texting. I love emails, but I love voice-to-voice conversation. And I know that today the quick, easy thing is texting, but I want to build a coaching relationship with you. I want to get to know you. I want to know how you think. I want to know what your goals and dreams are, because a coach is on the field with the players. And I want to be able to hear your voice. I want to be able to know what you're thinking and what's happening and what's not happening. And so communication is vital. Can you text me? Absolutely. I love to text, and I text a lot. But I want to tell you, I love conference or coaching calls. I love connecting voice to voice with a quick 5-minute call here, a 10-minute call there, maybe a 20-minute power strategy session. I love to connect voice to voice. And I will tell you, when I was a new consultant years ago, my sales director lives in Texas and I lived in the Virginia Beach area. I didn't meet her personally face to face until about my 6th month in the business, I think it was. But I talked to her all the time. I called her before a party. I called her after party. I called her if the party was great. I called her if the party was bad. I connected and I wanted to learn. I wanted to understand this business because I could see the potential and I wanted to make sure I learned everything. She's now one of my best friends, and it's because we built a strong relationship over all of these years of me reaching up for coaching. And so I would love to talk voice to voice with you when you can squeeze it into your busy schedule. And when you can't, Voxer. Voxer is a great alternative. So Voxer is a free app on your smartphone. It says Voxer Walkie Talkie. And wow, let me tell you, it's amazing. Let's see if I can share it with you really quickly on my phone so you can see what it looks like. So I don't know if you can really even see that. So these are all different people that have Voxed me. And as you push on one of them, you can see the conversations. We can text and you can voice back and forth. It's like a walkie-talkie. And it's a great way to ask a quick question or to ask me to give you a script or to share with me some great news. I love it. And if you're at work and you don't have flexibility during the day, or maybe you're driving and you just got to real quickly tell me something before you walk into your next appointment, Voxer is great. So my Voxer ID is KRidle619. So you can find me on there and Vox me, and then we can be connected. I have a devotional Voxer group for anyone that wants to receive a weekday devotional between 7 and 8:30 in the morning. And then I have a Dream Giver Team Million Voxer group, and that's for some training that I do from time to time. And then, of course, you and I will just Vox privately together. So please get connected with me on Voxer. It really is a great communication tool. But why not, if we haven't yet, why not call me today or text me and schedule your first coaching call? I can't wait to really get to know your heart and what you want for your Mary Kay business and the first dream that you want to finance. So communication is vital. And some of you might be saying, yeah, but you're busy. I know I am busy and you are too, but I'm going to tell you, I will make time for you. And what I always promise is I have great boundaries around my business. And so if you call me and I'm on a date night with my husband or visiting family or taking a walk in the mornings on my workout time, trust me, I won't answer, but I will call you back, and I will call you back very quickly. I love to communicate, and I will stay in touch with you if you stay in touch with me. Okay, so meetings, communication, we're checking that off our list. Now let's talk about how you might feel right now. You might be saying, I am completely overwhelmed. Well, you are completely normal. And so it's just so normal to feel overwhelmed whenever you start something new. And so just take a deep breath, exhale, and know that every day you're going to learn a little bit more. You don't have to learn it all in the first week or the first days. Take your time. Take something out of your starter kit every day and read through it. Pick up the phone and call me. Look at something on our Facebook page. Listen to a Voxer message every day. Plug into your Mary Kay business, and that overwhelmed feeling will quickly disappear. I may have said to you when you were thinking about starting your Mary Kay business, inactivity breeds fear. And for many people thinking about the business, they get very nervous. And when they stop doing anything but just thinking about it, the fear gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's the same thing when you're a new consultant. If you'll just get into action, you will find the energy, you will find the belief, and you will start figuring out your business. But inactivity absolutely breeds fear. And so I'm going to encourage you to get into action. And if you don't know what to do, well, first off, you're in the right place, because these boot camp sessions are definitely going to equip you with your next steps. But you can also call me and say, Karen, what's next? I always say I'm the what's next girl, and I'm here to help you get into action. All right, well, let's talk a little bit about organizing your business in your home. I always encourage new consultants to keep your Mary Kay things in one area. If you don't have one office that you can devote to your Mary Kay business, and trust me, I didn't have that for years. Maybe you have a girls in college dorms with stackable crates in a corner, so you can truly organize your business very quickly and very easily. So my products are in two different places. My products are in my linen closet upstairs. That's my overflow product. And most of my product actually stays in my car. I have the insulated cases from Mary Kay, but don't put your money there yet. Put your money in product first. That's where you make the money the quickest. Then, as you gain some profit, you may want to invest in some of the extra goodies from MK Connections, but steer clear of that in the beginning and just put your money in product. So how do you organize your product? Well, in the beginning, when I didn't have insulated cases, I just had the box that the products came in, and all of those white peanuts in there, they actually dissolve if you throw them in a bathtub with hot water. So it's really easy to get rid of those. And then I just would use the box and I would line up all my big products. You want to be able to see the names on the top of the product. So if you're doing a party of 4 or 5 or 6 people, you can see the products that are in your back of your car so that you know what to put in each person's bag. So in the big box would go things like cleansers, moisturizers, charcoal masks, CC creams, satin hands, eye makeup remover, the big things, right? Now, make sure that you have labels on the back of these big products, and you can get labels from your biz kit, your business kit. It's your business cards, it's labels for the back of your products, it's a magnetic name badge, and it's an address stamper to stamp all of your literature with your contact information. But you always want to have those labels at the very back of the product, very discreetly at the bottom of that. And that way, your customers know how to call you back for reorders because the sticker's right there on those larger products. So that one big box or two has all of the products that are big. Now, the really tough part that you got to get a handle on are the small products. The little eye colors, cheek colors, lip colors, mascaras, liners. These are things that if you throw into a big bag, you're going to pull your hair out trying to find what color is in there. And so what I did years ago is I went to Walmart, and I am a Target girl, but I went to Walmart and I got myself a tackle box. You could also go to like Bass Pro Shop. Get yourself a $30, $40 tackle box and take with you when you go to buy it one of the eyeshadows, one of the cheek colors, one of the lip colors, one of the mascaras, so that you can place them in that tackle box to see, can I read the names? So for instance, the tackle boxes that I like have the trays that come out, not the drawers that tip out. I don't want a drawer. I want the cases that come out and then you can open them up. And in those cases, I alphabetize my cheek colors, my eye colors. That way I can find them. If somebody wants a moonstone at my party, I just go straight to the M's and the eyeshadows, and there's that moonstone. So my color products are alphabetized. My color products don't have labels on them. There's no reason. It would make them look kind of junky. So you don't need to put your labels on those products, but get them organized and alphabetized in some type of tackle box so that you can see where all your color products are. Now, people always ask me, okay, so what about the weather? Can't you like hurt your products with extreme weather? Well, yes, with extreme weather, you can. So if you live in an area that has extreme weather, you would probably want to bring it in. If you park in a parking lot at your work all day long that's open and exposed to the elements, yeah, you probably don't want to keep it there in the summer and in the winter. But for me, I park in a garage in my home, and so my products are pretty well protected. I just worry about it more in like July, August, and September when it's really, really hot, or maybe if the temperatures dip really, really low in January, and then I'll bring my products inside. And that's why it's so nice to have them in a box and in a tackle box. It's perfect. Now that box, eventually I replaced it with a big Rubbermaid tub with a top on it. So it was very easy to pick it up and carry it in and out. And it was easy to carry around, and it was sturdy. And then after I had some extra profit, I ordered my insulated cases from MK Connections. But upstairs in my linen closet, that's just overflow products so that I have extra stuff there, or maybe extra satin hands, maybe a few fragrances, some body care products, some men's products, things that I don't necessarily carry with me all the time. Now, I will say at this point, if you have not placed your first order, please contact me first so that I can help you with that. I'll actually do your first order for you so that we make sure we get you the right products that will sell and move quickly. And so hopefully by now you've already watched the special 11 or 12-minute video on stocking product to give you all those options. If you haven't, that would be on the welcome email that you got from me the day that you signed up. So make sure you watch that. Okay, so once you get your products organized, you want to think about the papers in your office. I always had a big hanging file folder on my desk years ago that held all of my literature. So I had one hanging file folder for lookbooks, and one hanging file folder for beauty books, and one hanging file folder for profiles and sales tickets. So it was very easy for me to see what I had and what I needed to order. Now, paper. Years ago, paper was a bigger deal, but you're still going to get paper. You're going to get things that you print out. You're going to get handouts at the meeting, and you want to know, where can I put them so you don't get that infamous pile that just stacks up and you can't find anything in it. So maybe you have one file drawer that you can use, and you can put a bunch of hanging file folders in there and then have folders in each one, like booking, coaching, selling, team building, attitude, emotional management, money management. These are great topics for you to file different handouts in as you get them so that you know where they are, and then you don't get that crazy pile that you can't find anything in. Now, if you don't have a file drawer, you could always get yourself a big 3-inch binder with divider pages and page protectors, and you could put your same handouts in those different divider pages: booking, coaching, selling, team building, that type of thing. But today, honestly, you don't have as much paper, but you have a lot of online things. Hopefully by now you've checked out my website, which is karensdreamteam.com, Karens dreamteam.com. And there's lots of great information on there if you go underneath the training studio. In fact, our most important papers are at the very top of the training studio, and it's called Important Documents for My Business. You'll see a lot of things there. And you might want to save them to your hard drive so you have easy access to them. So you can always put them in your Google Box or your Dropbox or your Google Drive, but also you might want to save them on your hard drive. And so what I do is I have a Mary Kay folder, and then I have subfolders: booking, coaching, selling, team building. You get the idea. So that as you save a document, you save it right into that folder so you know exactly where it is. These are just things that will help you get organized. Now, let's talk about taxes, because guess what, my friend? You're going to be able to write off a lot of things because you're an independent contractor in Mary Kay. You're a 1099, which means you have tremendous tax deductions available for you. One of the other handouts that I'm going to be posting below this video is called Income Tax Deductions Made Easy. And it looks something like this. And the second page is a great Schedule C. So it shows you everything that you can write off. And you want to start saving your sales ticket, your receipts for anything that you purchase for your Mary Kay business. So for instance, postage is a write-off. A new notebook is a write-off. Pens, a new laptop, your cell phone bill, your internet access, anything that you buy for your business. If we meet for a Panera lunch to strategize, that's a write-off. If you do any traveling, your mileage is a write-off. In fact, yes, your mileage is one of your biggest write-offs. And so what I'm going to encourage you to do is to either download a great mileage app so that you can keep track of all your miles, or get a little mileage notebook, or use the bottom of your calendar. And everywhere you drive for your Mary Kay business, write down the beginning mileage and the ending mileage and where you were going. You will be amazed how much you can write off in mileage, whether you're going to a meeting, you're going to training, you're going to a party, you're going to make deliveries. All of these things are write-offs for your mileage, and you will be able to write off whatever the government rate is for mileage. Now, I will always refer you to somebody to do your taxes. I can tell you how to organize, and I can tell you a lot of the things that you can write off, but you want to be dealing with a tax professional who can help you take advantage of all of those legal tax deductions you have as an independent contractor. So the ways that you can keep track of those receipts: 2 ways. 1, an accordion file folder. And you can use that sheet that I just showed you to label each section. And then you can just have your receipt go into the appropriate section: postage, office supplies, advertising, whatever it is that you're spending money on. You can put your receipts right there in that accordion file folder. And at the end of the year, you can total those up and put those on your Schedule C or get them to your accountant. Now, the other way is a great spreadsheet, but let's not spend 6 hours creating a beautiful color-coordinated spreadsheet. If you want to keep track of your expenses that way, that's great. But remember, quick. the way that you make money in Mary Kay is an income producing activities. We call those IPAs. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on in another boot camp. But I want you to be doing people things, income producing things, and creating a 6-hour spreadsheet is not a people thing. So get yourself a basic spreadsheet together if you want to keep track of expenses that way. But you want some type of system in place so that you are able to track everything that you're spending for your Mary Kay business. So let's talk now about purchasing some of those things. Maybe you need some office supplies. Oh, I love Office Max. Office Max and now Office Depot have merged together, and we have an amazing discount program through them. And I will post the card that we use also right underneath this video for you. So I do all of my office supply purchasing at Office Max because first off, we get a huge discount on copies. So I email all of my copies to Office Max, and that way that they're ready when I get there. I just attach them to the email and put my instructions in the body, and in the subject line, it just says print job for Karen Rydell. And then when I get there, I can pay for it and get that Mary Kay discount and have all my copies ready to go. We also get discounts on certain retail things as well. So I would highly recommend using that little card. You can have them laminated there, and you'll be set to go for great discounts. Okay, so that's a little bit about running a business from your home. I'm going through my notes to make sure I don't skip anything for you. I want to talk to you about some ways to talk about your business, some ways to show off your Mary Kay business. And one is your car. Your car is an extension of your office, believe it or not. And if you're in my unit, I always order that little Mary Kay window cling for the back of your car. What a great advertisement. I remember years ago when I started my business in South Carolina, I'd be driving down the road with that window cling. And I remember women following me into the Walmart parking lot saying, Miss Mary Kay, I need products. I remember not too many years ago in my pink Cadillac coming out of Kohl's around Christmas time, and somebody was waiting at my car saying, I need a Mary Kay consultant. So your car is a great advertisement for your Mary Kay business. So make sure you get that window cling. It's very inexpensive, and it's a great way to show off your Mary Kay business. But you also want to have some tools in your car in case you are caught empty-handed with your Mary Kay business. So I would recommend getting a little accordion file folder. In fact, I recommend the ones that have like a little cover on it. You know, they kind of latch over, and that way it keeps everything clean on the inside. You can find some at Office Max or Office Depot, I bet. And in there, you would put some things to have on hand just in case. Maybe some extra lookbooks, some sales tickets, your business card, maybe a few samples, things that you can tuck away in the trunk of your car where they don't get messed up by your kids or the dog. You know, they're clean in that little case, so that when you need some materials, you got them right there. So I highly recommend having some things available in your car so that you're ready to do business. You know, I always say that women want to do business with successful women. And so these are tips that I can share with you to show people that you are professional, you are successful. And maybe you're not quite yet because you're brand new, but you can act professional. Mary Kay would always say, fake it till you make it. And I love that. You know, I have always projected a very professional image in my Mary Kay business. We'll talk about the outside image in a minute, but let's just talk about how we present our business. And your car is one of those things. If your car is neat, if you've got some great, you know, extra things hidden away in case you meet somebody that you can easily go to your car and grab, if your products are in the back of the car, you're ready for business. So definitely have your car ready to go for your business. Now, let's talk about another way that you can advertise your business without even thinking about it. It's your cell phone, okay? So your message, your voice message that you have is so important. So maybe you have your child saying something cute for your message, or maybe it's your favorite song. Well, I want you to remember that in about 3 months, customers are going to be calling you back to reorder product. And remember, women want to do business with successful women. And so you can show that professional image with your voice message, right? So, hi, you've reached Karen Rydell with Mary Kay Cosmetics. I'm sorry I'm unable to take your call. If you'll leave me your name, number, and a message, I'll get right back with you. It identifies you as a professional Mary Kay beauty consultant. Think about how many people call your phone, maybe your kid's school, maybe somebody from work, people that maybe don't know you have a Mary Kay business. And that cell phone message advertises. But you might have one of those family members or friends that thinks you're crazy for doing Mary Kay. And when they call and they get that voice message, you know, I bet they might take you just a little bit more seriously, because when you take your business seriously, other people will take you seriously. So that's part of your homework after this session, is to put a professional message on your cell phone. Okay, another thing you could do is your signature on your personal email. Have it say, Karen Rydell, Mary Kay Beauty Consultant, shop my website 24/7 with a link to your website and even your phone number there. You guys, it looks so professional. And again, it advertises to people without you having to even think about it. And how many people get an email from you? Maybe the girls in your Bible study group, maybe your child's sports team, and that's advertising for you. One of my consultants years ago had a great Word document where she had lots of one-liners saved, and she would rotate those one-liners on her signature. So for instance, it might say, need help Christmas shopping? Contact me for great ideas for your best girl. Or maybe it's, hey, do you need a spring color update? Contact me for new samples for a spring look. And maybe another one is, need help with your skincare? I can help. Just cute little one-liners that you could rotate on that signature to show people about your Mary Kay business. Just another way to show that you are professional. Okay, I want to talk to you about how you tell people about your Mary Kay business. So often I hear a new consultant, maybe she's at a cookout, maybe she's at a party, maybe she's at a school event, and somebody says, hey, Karen, what's new? And the consultant says, oh, I'm selling Mary Kay, or I'm doing Mary Kay. Doesn't sound very professional, does it? There's a great saying, everyone wants to buy, but no one wants to be sold. And so when you say things like, I'm selling Mary Kay, people immediately think, oh, she's going to ask me to buy. What's your title in Mary Kay? Do you know your title? You're an independent beauty consultant. What does a consultant do? She answers questions. She gives advice. She solves problems. That's what you do. And the result of consulting is the sale. But why are we positioning ourselves as salespeople? If Mary Kay doesn't call us a salesperson, why are you calling yourself a salesperson? So I have a friend, top director, Joe Schuler, who taught me this years ago as a new consultant, and I still use it to this day. It is fabulous and it works. So let's say you're at a cookout. Let's say you're at a school event and somebody says to you, hey girl, what's new? Then you say, actually I teach skincare and color cosmetics with Mary Kay. Let me try to say that one more time. Actually, I'm teaching skincare and color cosmetics with Mary Kay. And then you hear things like, really, what color lip color is that? It looks so great on you. I'm 40 years old. I'm getting acne. What can I do about that? How do you do your eye makeup like that? Because now you've positioned yourself as a professional beauty consultant, and the response that you get is so different. Well, Joe Schuler told me the greatest story when she taught me this years ago. She was teaching new consultants how to say this, and the new consultant went to an event somewhere and somebody said, hey, what's new? And she said, actually, I'm teaching skincare and color cosmetics with Mary Kay. And the woman said, really? How'd you get to do that? I only know somebody that sells the stuff. It's the same thing. It's how you're presenting it. And I have to tell you, if I said to somebody, I'm selling Mary Kay, I almost feel like not very energized. But when I say, I teach skincare and color cosmetics with Mary Kay, my shoulders go back, I lift my head proudly. It just energizes me to say that. So you try it. Now, don't just think it and don't just write it down. Say it over and over again when you're in the car, when you're out and about. I teach skincare and color cosmetics with Mary Kay. And you'll be ready when that person says to you, hey girl, what's going on? What's new with you? I'm so excited. I'm teaching skincare and color cosmetics with Mary Kay. And you might just book your next appointment with your next fabulous customer or hostess, or maybe your new team member. So just some great ways to think about positioning yourself and showing people that you are professional in your Mary Kay business. Even if you can only work your Mary Kay business 1 hour a month, you work it top-notch professionally. People have said to me from day one, you do Mary Kay very differently. People picked up on it even before I was full-time, that I treated it like a business. Remember, people want to do business with successful people, right? Okay, let's go on and talk a little bit more about image, because Mary Kay Ash always said you only have one chance to make a first impression, and that's so true. And I love to honor Mary Kay's legacy and what she asked of us from the very beginning of establishing this company, that we would represent our business when we're doing appointments, when we're going to our sales meeting in a dress or skirt. We're in the beauty business. We're feminine. And you know what? I think it just sets us apart from everybody else. Do I love to wear pants? Sure. I love jeans. I love to be casual. But when I do my Mary Kay business, I look like a business owner. I have a great skirt on, cute top, maybe some heels or some strappy sandals in the summertime, but I represent my business like a business owner. And I will tell you this, people take me seriously. So if I'm doing an appointment, if I am delivering to a new customer, if I'm going to a sales meeting, I am going to be in a dress or skirt, and I'm going to ask you to be as well. And maybe you're not a skirts girl. Okay, I get it. But maybe just go to Steinmart or Kohl's and get yourself a $29 black skirt. You guys, you can find them anywhere. And just have a black skirt with a cute top. You know, you don't have to go crazy over buying a whole new wardrobe. That's not at all what I'm saying. Even if you just had one outfit that you wore to your Mary Kay events, you would look and feel like $1,000,000. And I love the Mary Kay Beauty Coat. Now, you can find that on MK Connections. That's actually a write-off because it's a uniform. It's about $40 or $50, and it's so sharp. So I wear mine with a black skirt and maybe tights and boots in the wintertime, and then little strappy sandals in the summertime with a tank top underneath it. It's a great way to look very professional and not have to think about what am I going to wear. You know, I always thought about if I was going up to the door to knock on the door for my next party, and 2 of the 3 guests walked up at the exact same time with me, I wouldn't want them to look around and go, who's the consultant? I would want them to look at me and go, oh, she's the consultant, because I look the part. When I came back to my business after my divorce about 15 or 16 years ago, my first party was with a neighbor. And she was inviting all the neighbors over, the girls, for a Friday night party for me. And so I got a little nervous. I was like, they're going to all be in jeans. And they've seen me all the time in jeans. And what am I going to do? Am I going to wear a suit? Well, no, you're not going to wear a suit. Honestly, I very rarely wear a suit except in my to the top Tuesday meetings or Mary Kay sponsored events. But I knew that I needed to look just one step above them because they would take me seriously. They would see that I was a business owner. So it was in the winter. I wore a long skirt with boots and a big fabulous sweater. And it was great. They were in jeans, but I looked the part of the business owner and they took me more seriously. So I hope that helps. But the best place you can start with your image is with your face, your Mary Kay face. So if you've gotten your first order in, it's time to ditch all of the brand X that you have in your bathroom. You know what? You're not going to make any money from wearing those products. And I can guarantee you that you are going to fall madly in love with Mary Kay products. I really should show you a picture of my bathroom. I use everything Mary Kay. Every bit of skincare that's for my skin type, every bit of color that's for my coloring, body care, shower gels, fragrances. My husband uses it. My son uses the men's skincare. You guys, I am my best customer, and I want you to be too. There's nothing worse than going to a party with brand X on your lips and somebody says, "What color is that?" Well, you either have to lie and say it's Mary Kay, and I don't recommend that, or you have to say it's brand X. And you know, you just lost credibility if that's the case. Now, if you haven't gotten your products in, you can start using your products from your starter kit. There's a great miracle set in there. There's CC creams. There's a mascara and an eye makeup remover. Go ahead and start using those. And then you can add them to your roll-up bag later, not the mascara, but the other products to use on your first customers. But you definitely want to be pulling out skincare for you, some of the supplements for you, the shower gel, the body lotion, lots of the colors. And if you can't do it all at once because you don't have a lot of product on your shelf, little by little, every order you do, add a few more things for yourself so that you get a great, great amount of products for you to use. So please switch over to your Mary Kay products. You know, and also I was very nervous about product knowledge years ago. And the way that I teach consultants product knowledge is for you to use it. You know, you don't have to know a whole lot of fancy product knowledge. All you have to know is why you love it. Your stories will sell the sizzle of the Mary Kay products. So start using them. Be your best customer, and you'll be able to tell everybody about the products that you love. Okay, so I want to give you just a couple more thoughts on this session, and then we're going to wrap up. You know, I told you in the beginning that one of the reasons women are not successful in Mary Kay is that they have bad emotional management. Well, there's another reason that women are not successful, and that's the second reason, which is bad money management. So there's a handout below this that looks something like this. it's money management, and it shows you a triangle. And at the top of the triangle, it gives you your order, 1,800. I'm going to give you 1,800, right? And then in the middle is your first party of $500. Now, this shows you how to organize your money. You want two accounts. You want one account for your personal money that you have with your family, your spouse, whatever. And then you want an account for your Mary Kay business. It doesn't have to be a business account. It's just a separate account for your business. The IRS wants your Mary Kay or any business to be separate from your personal money. And you know what? It just helps you so much easier know what's coming into my business and what's going out of my business. So you're going to want to get a debit card on that account. And if you want checks, it's fine, but you definitely need a debit card. So a lot of consultants use a credit card to get started with their business for that first initial inventory order. And that's great. It's smart to use the bank's money, but you don't want to keep charging up that credit card. We want to help you make money, not get into debt. And that's why I recommend a debit card on your account, so that once you place that initial order, any future orders that you place, you use your debit card based on the money that's in your business account or the money that's in your ProPay account. And that's what you use to place your orders to restock your products. So if you look at this sheet in front of you and you notice, pretend you started with an 1,800 at the top, which is our most popular starting order for our unit. And in the middle of the triangle, it shows that you had a $500 party. Now, I know that we teach that we have a 50% profit, and we do. We do make 50% of everything we sell. But from a business and expenses standpoint, you are going to have some expenses with your business. Sales tax, shipping, cotton balls, meeting dues, that kind of thing. And so you want to have a little bit extra set aside for your expenses for your business, like any business. So if you look to the left of the triangle, that's your 60%. Okay, so 60% is 50% of the money you're going to put back into the product. So that's going to cover the cost of the product that you sold off your shelf. You have to replace it. So 50% will go towards that. And then the extra 10% is for your extra expenses in your business. Now, the other side of the triangle to the right is the 40%, and that's your straight profit. And in the initial days, you will use that initial profit to pay off your initial investment. And then after that, that 40%, that's the paycheck you write yourself or transfer to your account once a week or once a month to pay yourself from your sales. One of the things I highly recommend is that you go on to marykayintouch.com and you click on business tools. And towards the bottom, it says weekly accomplishment sheet. And that's where you can keep track of everything you sell. And guess what? At the end of each week, you can it'll show you how much you sold. It adds it up for you. It shows you if you input how much time you spent on your different appointments. It shows you how much you made an hour, and it shows you your 40-60 split. So it makes it so easy for you to know how to pay yourself. I highly recommend that you start using that weekly accomplishment sheet, because at the end of the year, you print out that last sheet and you have everything you need for your taxes. How much you sold in product, how much tax you collected, how much product you gave away at cost for hostess incentives. It shows you everything that you need for your taxes from what you've sold. So this chart will help you understand where your money is and how to keep your product stocked on your shelf. The last thing I'll say about money management is when you're selling product, please make sure at least 2 to 3 times a month you are reordering product. That's typically what I do, once mid-month and once at the end of the month. I don't do lots and lots of teeny small orders. It's shipping costs over and over again. Right now it's $9.35. And so you want to kind of consolidate your orders around your appointments. And so if you're selling, you've got to put that product back on your shelf so you keep your Mary Kay store open. I have seen consultants over the years bankrupt their business because they didn't put the product back on their shelf. And if you need help with that, I'm happy to help you. But when you go do a $500 party, $250 is going to go back on your shelf so you restock what you sold, right? And the extra 10% is to cover your tax or your shipping or cotton balls. And then that 40%, that is yours. That's your profit to pay for dreams that you have set for your family. So money management is not hard if you learn it right from the very beginning. So that's going to give you a little bit of information for your first boot camp session. The last thing I'll share with you is to make your wedding list. This is a fun one, and you may have already started on this. Pretend like you're getting married in a month and write down everybody you would invite to that list. Get yourself a big legal pad out and write down everyone you would invite, and then take the men off And that is your wedding list for your business. These are women that you know, friends, family, coworkers, neighbors, women you went to school with, people you used to work with, neighbors from your old neighborhood. You guys, you know so many more people than you think. And I encourage you to keep that list on your kitchen countertop, on your desk, on your phone if you want, and you keep adding to it. I'm going to challenge you to get to 100 names. In fact, when you get your wedding list up to 100 names, you shoot me a text and I'll send you a fabulous training CD as a special gift of a congrats. Because you may go, Karen, no way do I know 100 women, but I bet you do. And I bet if you keep working on that list and you ask for input from your kids, from your spouse, from your parents, I bet you'll be surprised how quickly that list will go. And that list is your starting point. That's going to be who you invite to your grand opening. It's going to be who you start booking for your first practice spaces. And some of those women could be your first women for your practice Power Pearl Girl call with me. And that's where you and I will talk to 3 to 6 women for me to share about how the business works. It's a great training call that helps you start learning how to answer questions that people might have about your Mary Kay business. So once you make that wedding list of 50, 100 women, then go back and star the women that you think would be great in Mary Kay. Those women that you know that love makeup and love hanging out with the girls and need extra money, hate their job. There's so many different things you can look for, or just women who love, respect, and admire you and would give you honest feedback. Those are the women that you want on that call. And we'll coordinate either a call, a conference call, or a Zoom. I love doing Zooms where we can see each other face to face. And I'm going to be sharing with them a little bit about my journey in Mary Kay and letting them ask me their biggest questions about how a Mary Kay business works. And you can be listening in and taking notes on everything that I say as I answer their questions. So when you have 3 people on that call, you'll earn a fabulous pearl ring that's gorgeous. When you have 6 total, and that can be over a couple of calls, you'll earn the ring and then a wraparound silver and pearl bracelet. And then when you get your first team member in your first 30 days, you will get a genuine strand of pearls. And these power pearls are actually created for us in China by Lisa Tan, an amazing jeweler there who custom made these pearls for our unit. You're going to love them. And everybody in our unit earns those power pearls. And I want you to as well. So I want you to go ahead and print out your homework sheet. And I also want you to call me. And I want you to let me know when we could schedule your first Power Pearl Girl call. Okay, that's really important. And then get working on that wedding list. Text me when you've got it all fit to at least 100 and you'll get a special training CD from me. And then get working on that homework sheet. There's so many things you can do to help put into place everything that I just taught you. Well, congratulations. You've just finished the first boot camp and you're on your way to building a strong, amazing, fun business that will finance dream after dream for you and your family. So once